Hello, everyone. Let me start with a simple question. How many of you woke up today feeling completely in control of your life? Think about it. Did you jump out of bed ready to tackle the day, or did you hit snooze 3 times, drag yourself out, and stumble into a routine that feels like it's running you instead of the other way around? Here's the truth, every single one of us is just one decision away from taking back control. Not next month, not next year, right now. Too often we let life happen to us. We scroll, we wait, we overthink, and we procrastinate. And all the while, the life we want slips further and further and further away, but today that stops. Because I'm here to tell you, you don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. All you need is to take one simple action and follow it with another. It's not about massive overnight transformation. It's about momentum. The next 24 hours are yours to own, not just with big goals, but with small, intentional steps that add up to a life of purpose, confidence, and results. So what are we waiting for? Let's break it down into 7 actionable steps that will help you own your day and your life. Stop waiting for motivation. How often have you told yourself, I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll wait for the right moment? Here's the hard truth, if you keep waiting for motivation to strike, you'll be waiting forever. Motivation is unreliable. It's like a flaky friend who shows up when it's convenient, not when you actually need them. And the problem is, most of us are sitting around hoping it'll magically appear. But here's the secret: motivation isn't something you need to get started. It's something you generate through action. Action creates energy. Energy creates momentum. And momentum builds motivation. It's a cycle, but it starts with you. Think about the last time you didn't feel like doing something, but you forced yourself to start anyway. Maybe it was going to the gym, cleaning your house, or tackling a tough project at work. After a few minutes, you found yourself in it. The hardest part wasn't the work itself, it was starting. You don't need a grand gesture to get moving. Sometimes it's as simple as putting on your shoes, opening your laptop, or picking up the phone. Tiny actions lead to massive shifts. Here's the kicker: you don't have to feel like it. Most successful people don't wake up every day bursting with motivation. What sets them apart is that they act despite the lack of motivation. They've trained themselves to move first and trust that motivation will follow. So stop waiting for the stars to align or the perfect mood to hit. Stop letting your brain convince you that you need more time, more energy, or more inspiration. All you need is 5 seconds of courage to take the first step. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you catch yourself waiting for motivation, take immediate action instead. Just one small step, no matter how insignificant it feels. I promise the moment you move, everything else will follow. It's not about waiting for motivation, it's about creating it. You have the power to do that right now. Decide before you start. Every day you're faced with hundreds of choices: what to eat, what to wear, what task to tackle, first decision after decision. By the end of the day, you're not just tired, you're drained. It's called decision fatigue, and it's one of the biggest roadblocks to success. Here's the thing: the more decisions you leave unmade, the easier it is to fall into procrastination, overthinking, or simply defaulting to what's comfortable. That's why successful people don't wait until the heat of the moment to figure things out. They decide before they start. Think of your brain like a battery. Every decision you make drains its power. By the time you get to the important stuff like working on your goals or making a big life decision, you're running on empty. But if you make your key decisions in advance, you eliminate all that wasted energy. Let me give you an example. If you're trying to work out more, don't wait until you're home from work to figure out if you feel like going to the gym. Decide the night before, lay out your clothes, set your alarm, and commit. That way, when the time comes, the decision is already made, you just follow through. This principle doesn't just apply to fitness, it applies to everything. Whether it's deciding what to eat, how to tackle your to-do list, or when to carve out time for personal growth, making those decisions ahead of time removes the guesswork. Here's how you can put this into action. Start with clarity. What's your number one priority for the day? Decide on it before you even begin. Write it down, make it non-negotiable, and structure your day around it. Automate small decisions, streamline your routine so you're not wasting energy on minor things. Meal prep, plan outfits, and set up a consistent schedule. Commit to time blocks. Decide when and where you'll work on specific tasks. Don't leave it to chance or when you feel like it, put it on the calendar and show up. Preload your environment. If you want to read more, leave a book on your nightstand. If you want to work out, have your gym gear ready. Set yourself up for success by reducing friction. When you decide before you start, you free up your mental energy for what really matters. You take control of your day instead of letting your day control you. So the question is, what decisions can you make right now to set yourself up for success tomorrow? Don't wait, decide now and start owning your day before it even begins. Interrupt the overthinking cycle. Overthinking is a sneaky thief. It steals your time, energy, and confidence. You've been there, you have a great idea or an important decision to make, and instead of acting, you start spinning in your head. What if it doesn't work? What if I make a mistake? Maybe I need to do more research. Before you know it, you've talked yourself out of taking action. That's the overthinking cycle. It feels like you're being productive because your mind is busy, but in reality, you're just stuck. Here's what you need to know. Overthinking isn't problem solving. It's avoidance. It's your brain's way of trying to protect you from discomfort, uncertainty, or failure. But the longer you stay in that loop, the harder it becomes to break free. So how do you stop overthinking in its tracks? You interrupt it. The moment you catch yourself spiraling, take action, any action. Here's how. Recognize the signs. Pay attention to when your thoughts start circling the same question without progress. That's your cue to stop. Give yourself a deadline. Overthinking loves endless time. Set a timer. I'll think about this for 5 more minutes, then I'll decide. Deadlines force clarity. Switch to action mode. Ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take right now? It could be sending an email, making a list, or even just standing up and moving. Small steps break the cycle. Adopt the imperfect action mindset. Remind yourself it's better to do something imperfectly than to do nothing at all. Mistakes are progress, overthinking is not. Change your environment. Sometimes breaking the overthinking loop is as simple as physically moving. Take a walk, step outside, or switch locations. Shifting your surroundings can shift your mindset. Focus on what you control. Overthinking often happens because you're trying to control outcomes or predict the future. Instead, ask yourself, what can I control right now? Put your energy there. Use the 5-second rule. If you're stuck in your head, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and act. This snaps you out of your thoughts and into motion. Leverage the power of a morning reset. Mornings are powerful. They set the tone for your entire day. The way you start your morning can either put you in control or leave you reacting to whatever life throws at you. Think about it. How often do you wake up and immediately reach for your phone? You scroll through email, social media, or the news. Before you've even taken a breath, you're letting the outside world dictate how you feel. That's not a morning, it's a reaction. But here's the good news. Every morning is a chance to hit reset. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter how messy things feel right now. Each morning gives you the opportunity to start fresh, set your intentions, and take control of your day. So, how do you leverage this power? By creating a morning reset routine that works for you. This isn't about a 2-hour ritual with green juice and meditation unless that's your thing. It's about a few intentional actions that ground you and set you up for success. Here's a simple formula. Win the first 5 minutes. Before you do anything else, take a moment for yourself. Don't reach for your phone. Instead, drink a glass of water, stretch, or simply take a deep breath and think about one thing you're grateful for. These small acts signal to your brain, I'm in charge today. Set one clear priority. What's the most important thing you want to accomplish today? Write it down, make it specific and actionable. This helps you focus your energy on what matters instead of getting lost in distractions. Move your body. You don't have to hit the gym or run a marathon. Even 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, yoga, or a quick walk can wake up your body and boost your mood. Movement is like a switch that flips your energy on. Feed your mind. Start the day with something positive or inspiring. This could be reading a chapter of a book, listening to an uplifting podcast, or journaling your thoughts. The goal is to fuel your mind with something that lifts you up. Plan, don't overplan. Take a moment to glance at your schedule or create a rough outline of your day. Keep it simple. Overplanning can overwhelm you before you've even started. Avoid morning pitfalls. Stay off social media or email for at least the first 30 minutes. These are distractions that can hijack your focus before you even get started. Anchor your mindset. Set an intention for how you want to show up today. Is it with confidence, focus, kindness? Say it out loud or write it down. When challenges come up, you can return to this anchor. Your morning reset doesn't need to be perfect or complicated, it just needs to be intentional. The key is consistency. Small, deliberate actions repeated daily create massive results over time. So, tomorrow morning, don't let your day happen to you. Take charge, start with one small win and build from there. When you own your morning, you own your day, and when you own your day, you own your day, you own your life. What will your morning reset look like? It's your call. Make it count. Ditch perfection for progress. Perfection is a trap. It convinces you that you can't start until everything is flawless, that you can't move forward until every detail is perfect. But here's the hard truth: perfection doesn't exist. It's just fear in disguise. When you aim for perfection, you delay progress, you procrastinate, tweak endlessly, and hold yourself back from trying something new because you're afraid of making mistakes. But waiting for perfection is like trying to hit a moving target. You'll never get there. Here's what you need to remember: progress beats perfection every single time. Progress is messy, imperfect, and real. It's what takes you from dreaming about your goals to actually achieving them. Think about it: the people who succeed aren't the ones who wait until everything is just right. They're the ones who take imperfect action, learn from their mistakes, keep moving forward. Every stumble, every misstep, and every failure is a lesson that gets you closer to your goal. So how do you ditch perfection and embrace progress? 1, focus on starting, not finishing. The hardest part of any task is beginning. Don't worry about having it all figured out. Just start, break the task into the smallest possible step, and do that. Progress is built one step at a time. 2, set realistic expectations. Perfectionism thrives on impossible standards. Instead of aiming for 100%, aim for good enough to move forward. Remember, the goal is growth, not flawless execution. 3, celebrate small wins. Every step forward is worth celebrating. Did you send that email? Write that paragraph. Make that phone call. Acknowledge it. Progress happens in the small moments, not just the big breakthroughs. 4, learn to let go. Not everything needs to be perfect to make an impact. That email doesn't need to be rewritten 10 times. That presentation doesn't need every bell and whistle. Ask yourself, does this get the job done? If the answer is yes, move on. 5. Reframe mistakes as data. Mistakes aren't failures, they're feedback. Every time something doesn't go as planned, you learn what doesn't work. And with that knowledge, you get better. Progress isn't linear. It's about learning and adapting. 6. Stop comparing yourself to others. Perfectionism often comes from looking at someone else's highlight reel and feeling like you're falling short. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. Focus on your journey, not theirs. 7. Act now, refine later. Action creates clarity. You can't adjust or improve what doesn't exist. Take the first step and you'll figure out the rest as you go. Done is always better than perfect. When you let go of perfection, you open the door to progress. You allow yourself to move forward, make mistakes, and learn along the way. Perfection might feel safe, but it keeps you stuck. Progress, no matter how small, is what creates change. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect you. Take imperfect action today, because every step forward, no matter how messy, is a step closer to the life you want. Done is better than perfect. Start now. Celebrate every win. Too often we focus only on the finish line, chasing big life-changing goals while ignoring the small victories along the way. But here's the truth: success is not about one big moment, it's built on a series of small, consistent wins. If you don't take the time to celebrate those wins, you miss out on the fuel that keeps you moving forward. Celebrating your wins isn't just about feeling good, it's about building momentum. When you recognize your progress, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you're capable. You create positive energy that makes you want to keep going. But here's the catch: most of us don't do this. We downplay our achievements, we brush them off as not a big deal, or tell ourselves, I'll celebrate when I hit the real goal. Stop doing that. Every win matters. Why celebrate every win? Momentum builds motivation. Celebrating reinforces the behaviors that led to the win. It's like saying to yourself, this worked, keep doing it. Progress over perfection. Acknowledging small victories keeps you focused on progress, not perfection. Boost confidence. Each celebration is a reminder that you're capable, that you're doing the work, and that you're moving in the right direction. How to celebrate wins, big and small. Recognize the win. The first step is simply noticing it. Did you complete a tough task? Stick to a habit for a week? Speak up in a meeting? Pause for a moment and acknowledge it.
Keep a win list.
Write down your daily or weekly wins. Seeing them written out is a powerful reminder of how far you've come. This is especially helpful when you're feeling stuck or doubting yourself. Share your wins. Tell someone, a friend, a mentor, or even post about it. Sharing your success makes it feel more real and creates a ripple effect of positivity. Reward yourself. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. Treat yourself to a favorite snack, take a walk outside, or simply give yourself permission to relax for a moment. Find ways to reward yourself that feel meaningful to you. Use affirmations. After a win, take a moment to affirm your hard work. Say to yourself, I'm proud of this progress, or I'm getting closer every day. Positive self-talk reinforces your efforts. Celebrate in real time. Don't wait until the end of the day, week, or month to celebrate. When you hit a milestone, celebrate it in the moment. Immediate recognition amplifies the impact. Reflect on the journey. Look back at where you started and see how far you've come. Reflecting on your progress puts your current win into perspective and shows you the power of consistent effort. A note on small wins. Big wins like landing a promotion, finishing a project, or achieving a major goal are obvious to celebrate, but small wins matter just as much. The email you finally sent, the workout you squeezed in, the decision to step outside your comfort zone, these are the building blocks of success. The ripple effect. Celebrating your wins doesn't just impact you, it inspires those around you. When you celebrate progress, you model what it looks like to recognize effort and growth. That energy is contagious. So let's make this a habit. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, because every step forward, every moment of progress deserves to be recognized. The journey to success isn't just about the destination, it's about celebrating every step along the way. Ask yourself, what's one win you can celebrate today? Recognize it, celebrate it, and let it fuel you to keep going.